Well, Christian, are we here to reclaim Sonic 06? Is it a hidden gem? Is it not as bad as people say, Sonic 06?
It's pretty bad.
Okay, meanie, what's wrong with Sonic 06? Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's called Sonic the Hedgehog,
Yes.
but you play as Sonic and
Hedgehog, yeah.
Silver and Shadow primarily.
The whole gang is here, Christian.
Yeah,
Everyone.
sprinkling some Amy and Blaze and
Omega. Robotnik is a creepy man with eyes behind his sunglasses, and it
he
freaks me
is.
out.
And his mustache has individually rendered hairs.
Ooh. The power of the 360 makes it possible.
And he's got these weird bronze things poking out of his chest. It looks like an udder because it's like protruding from it as well.
That's where the pumping tubes go when he's chafing. Christian, what did you think of this game? Is it any good?
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
It was kind of disappointing because I remember being a preteen teenager playing the PS3 for the first time, just being in awe at an HD Sonic video game.
Right.
And I was just taking it in stride, and now I realize, given the context, having played the other Sonic games up to this point,
Yeah.
this one ain't one of the good ones.
I guess my biggest disappointment with this game is that it's not good, or it's not, it is not good. It's not bad in an interesting way, really.
Yeah.
It's just they didn't finish it. It's just not a finished game, you know?
Yeah. That kind of permeates the whole thing, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like, I don't think it would be good if it was finished, but it's hard to, like, I don't have any personal antagonism towards this game that they didn't get to finish that isn't very good. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It is uncanny how much this resembles, like, an itch.io, I just got Unity and I'm trying things out demo or something.
Absolutely. Yes. Like someone tried to make Sonic Adventure in Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah, exactly. My YouTube channel where I do, like, HD Sonic. Yes, that's what this game is.
What's the UI, man?
What
are these stock mid-2000s as hell cryware bars and meters that
Yeah.
are always on the screen regardless of context?
Yes. I don't know. The UI in this garbage heap game didn't really jump out at me, but yeah, it's not great. So when we did Sonic Adventure 2, we spent about an hour going through the plot. Is that even possible with this game, Christian? I don't think it is.
No, very difficult.
Time travel.
Yep, Silver's from the future,
Yep.
and Apocalypse.
Yep. Iblis.
Yes,
And,
because the Iblis did it. Yeah.
Mephiles.
Yes, this Mephiles
Yes.
black hedgehog
Yes.
who has no mouth
Yes.
and looks exactly like Shadow, and there's a reason for that, but it's stupid.
He is his shadow.
Yeah, it's like, why does Roxas look like Ventus situation? It's stupid. You guys didn't have to do this. I feel like you did this because you didn't want to make another character design. Mm-hmm. And Shadow is already unoriginal. And
Yes.
Okay.
It's Sonic's all the way down is what you're saying.
Exactly. Why did you do this?
Counterpoint, I was able to follow this plot.
Yeah.
Like,
Way better than Adventure 2.
yeah, it's like a plot. It's like a cutscene has like an arc to it, and I know why the characters in this cutscene are here and talking, and then it's over. And I was like, okay. It doesn't make any sense because it's time travel.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what you're doing, you can't make a time travel plot because it doesn't make any sense immediately,
Yeah.
which is what happens here.
yeah.
Who dies? And then they're like, wait. And then they just go back in time
It's
again.
Elise. The the freaking egg carrier thing just crashes and burns for no reason other than to have a time travel sequence.
But they already did, right? They already went
Exactly.
back in time to save her, and then they're like, oh, she's dead! And then they
Yep.
do it again.
Yep.
It's so stupid. And then there's this Dragon Ball at the end, because they used all the Dragon Balls to wish Sonic back life.
Yep.
Spoilers.
Sonic dies. He straight up dies.
I don't know. I like Silver. The thing with Silver, I think, is that they don't think he's cool. They think Sonic's cool. They think Shadow is really cool, but they don't
Yeah.
think Silver's cool. And so Silver's fine because he's not burdened with Sonic Team thinking he's a cool character.
There you go.
That's awesome. Christian, describe to me, please, what a normal level in this game looks like. Or you're gonna sit down for half an hour and play Sonic 06. What does that look like to me?
What does it look like to you? Well, you're gonna sit down and see a loading screen.
Okay.
And then you're gonna get bopped right into the city.
Okay. Soliana.
Yep. It is completely disjointed. It's a mess of a hub area because you can't even tell what kind of aesthetic they were going for. It is nasty looking.
It's Italia. It's
Yeah.
Venice.
It's so sterile and it feels eerie.
Ooh. We got to talk about this.
The city?
Just this game is so awesome for that thing I love in games where it's like, I shouldn't be here type of thing. Like really eerie, like empty level, like in Spyro when you go back after you've beaten everything and the levels are just empty. Ooh. Because they reuse the levels over and over.
They do.
So there's like geometry that doesn't make any sense because it's for like Sonic, but your Tails or something.
Yeah.
So it's just like this ramp in the middle of the ocean for some reason, and it's like, Sonic would use that. Why am I here looking at it? Ooh, it's so good. And there's like if you dig into Soliana a little, there's some cool stuff going on. There's just like people on balconies with no exit.
Ooh, really?
Just like a chair on a balcony, second floor, but there's no way to get there. Yeah, it's awesome.
I don't like that.
But what I realized is that Dark Souls is like this game led to Dark Souls because Dark Souls uses that in a good way. It takes that environmental design, right? Where like it looks like this doesn't work.
Yep, like Anne Orlando.
Yes.
On
Yes,
the
that's like
spiders.
right out of this game.
Yeah.
But in a good way. They like figured it out. But this game, ooh, eerie, fun, good. Okay, sorry, continue.
It's a disjointed mix and mess of a cartoony hedgehog walking around this whimsical fantasy setting with the Elise stuff and hyper-realism with Eggman's robots firing extremely realistic guns.
Yep.
It's not a good feel. But then you'll eventually come across a portal and then zoop, level 1.
Okay.
And I think level 1 is fine enough if you're playing as Sonic and then you just do the remake of the Sonic Adventure 1 part where you're on the beach.
Already though, it's like not a level. Sonic Adventure, love it or hate it, is very much like a theme park.
Yeah.
You're gonna see these 5 things in this level and then it's over. Even at the closest this game gets, it never approaches anything close to that.
When I was 10, it was fine because I was Sonicking, but now it's just, I don't understand.
That's okay.
And Tails flies, and it's extremely floaty, and then he throws out dummy rings that look exactly like the regular rings. This game's basically just a physics tech demo.
Can we talk about how the rings have physics, so when you try to pick them up, they move away from you?
Yep.
What? You can't do that.
They did it.
That's what I mean where I can't like really criticize this game because I don't think that was the intention.
Yep.
Like I don't think they were like, it would be fun if the rings had physics and didn't work. Right?
Yeah, it feels like they just grabbed the Havoc physics engine, slapped it into their code base, and they're like, run with it. Let's do it.
Like 3/4 of it they just copied and pasted into something and they're like,
Yeah. Holy Jesus, runs like junk. Ship it, Bill.
Yep.
I'll never forget one of the first game trailers I can remember watching on the internet was Sonic 2006. Being like, whoa, the graphics, man.
The graphics aren't good, Kristen. It's crazy how you go into the wood, the jungle, let's call it, and it's just, it is sub what we were talking about with like Anne Orlando or something, where it is just a giant rock with the same repeating texture on it.
Yeah.
In a giant field, and that's your level.
Screw those freaking teleporter challenges in the forest, man.
Yeah, that's
Screw
no good.
Those.
That's no good.
Those are just stock Unreal Engine teleporter that we just slapped in this environment.
Yep.
And it's not clear where the hole is, but it's just a memorize which portal brings you where. Stupid time waster.
Yep. Fail it. Load. Man tells you failed. Load. Talk to man. Load. Man tells you what you're gonna do. Load. Try it again. Silver push the ball through the hallway is probably the worst part of any Sonic game I've played.
Eesh, I hate that so much.
Take our broken physics system and do a very simple task.
I don't wanna.
Okay, it's very
Jedi
bad.
Fallen Orders was bad enough, and this is somehow worse.
This is somehow worse because there's a counter on it
Yep.
that goes down
And-
by itself.
Yes, and nothing, this physics system's so weird, nothing feels like it has weight, it just kind of floats around.
Yeah. The tornado just like spitting cars at you is garbage.
The auto-running sections of Sonic are a mess.
Gotta speed up.
What is up with those sections? I game over too many times on those, because
Yeah.
it's so bizarre. It feels like they forced them into this engine where you're like swiveling. Instead of moving left and right, you're swiveling on an axis.
Right. You're turning Sonic.
Yeah, and so you can get past the point of no return where your axis is just screwed up, bud.
Right.
Just give up.
Right.
Just game over at this point.
I think those are the most could have been good
Yeah?
parts of this game, maybe. There's something there, but the part where it's just throwing cars at you that you can't see.
Yeah. Fighting enemies sucks.
Yep.
And there's so many of them, and then they'll do the, I gotta kill all the enemies, move on.
Yep.
Those parts suck.
Yep.
I don't want to fight the tentacle things that go into the ground, and then I have to wait for them to pop back up.
Oh, man. Towards the end of Shadow, where there's just like a room full of like 10 of them.
Yep.
Wow.
What the heck is up with that ugly eagle in the temple stages?
Okay, now you've gone too far.
He looks like a taxidermy eagle that
No,
someone screwed up. He barely moves, and there's like wing flap sound effects that play when he's
Feathers
not
come
flapping
out.
his wings.
Everybody looks like they're just wearing a big mascot head. Because there's no like facial expression. Like it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real, Kristen. You can see the seams on their face where it meets their head.
Yep.
Which is like, there's like a scene where Elise is standing next to Amy, and Amy is like up to her knees, and then later Sonic is like patting Elise on the head because he's like a foot taller. Like I don't understand what's happening.
There's a part where you're playing as Sonic, and you go through a trial, and then at the end,
Oh,
it's
the trial
like,
of love. I picked Amy. Okay,
okay, good. We can't have interracial in our Sonic
I
games.
ship Sonic and Amy.
Well done.
Let me ask you a series of questions, and just give me
A Rorschach test.
give me like you're a third grade teacher versions of the answers. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a reboot, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So none of the other games happen. Is that
Soft reboot.
okay?
Is
I
this
don't
a
know.
soft reboot?
What does that mean,
It
Uncle
means
Christian?
it's a sequel, but
Okay.
we dress it up to look like it's the same thing again.
Okay. So who is Shadow in this fiction then? Is he a government or not a
Ooh,
government, but did
yikes.
Robotnik's uncle or whatever make him?
Don't ask me. I don't remember what the
Okay.
hell that was. Sure.
Okay. So what happens then? There's a thing towards the end, right? Where Sonic dies and then he comes back to life. And then it's like, Sonic, you can go back, but then you can never know. Like, Elisa's sad because they can never know each other. Like, she doesn't know who Sonic is, right?
Yep.
At the end, like the
Yes.
ending cutscene, she doesn't know who he is. But she sort of does. They do like the
Yep.
Eternal Sunshine thing where she's
Yes.
like, it sounds familiar.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess I don't have a question. I'm just trying to make this make sense in my head of what happened, because time travel is crazy. You have to have a plan. You can't just tell a time travel story.
Yeah. It's not. Does Sonic remember? It seems like he
Yes.
probably remembers.
I think so.
Because he's got that smile on his face and he runs by her like, heh.
He's focused on her. Maybe he's just horny for Elise no matter what. Like, he doesn't need the memory in there.
I'm
I don't know.
uncomfortable again. What is this video game?
I don't know.
What is this story?
What happens to Blaze at the end, Uncle Christian? Here's my series of events, and you tell me if I'm off track
Okay,
here.
hit me.
They defeat Iblis in the future,
Yes.
right? Which doesn't matter, but they don't know that yet, right?
Yep, that sounds right.
Okay. And then he tries to seal away Iblis inside him. But then Blaze is like, no, stupid, I'll do it because I have the flames inside me already, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So she takes over, and then Silver's like, no, or Blaze is like, I'll seal me away in another dimension so that Iblis is contained. And then Silver can't do it, right? Because he like likes Blaze. He doesn't want to let go of her. But then she does do that anyway.
Yep, that sounds right.
So is Blaze dead? Like,
oh boy, good
you don't
question.
play. Do you play as Blaze in that final?
I don't think you do. That final curtain call?
But doesn't that take place before? Because Blaze in the future.
Yep.
Because. All right.
Yeah, that part made me feel uncomfortable because she's just like in pain, and then she's like, "Just seal me away," and then Silver's like, "No." She's like, "Just do it," and Silver's like, "I can't," and she's like, "Please seal me away," and then Silver's like, "I don't know."
I kind of like that. I felt like that got the closest to like a human emotion possible.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So,
Rather than weird teenage horniness with Sonic Noise.
I don't think this is the worst Sonic game.
I agree. I think it's probably worse than Shadow the Hedgehog.
I was just gonna say it's probably better than Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay.
But
I don't feel too strongly about that, but I feel like that's kind of the ballpark.
yeah, Shadow's a game.
Yeah?
They finished it, theoretically. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Shadow's much more of a game than this game. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I would put this above Knuckles Chaotix, though.
Yes, I agree with that as well.
Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad.
Wow, that was easy.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah, bottom half of the rock block.
This chapter of our lives is over, Christian.